It starts with the fries, and we're doing this the real way. 2 pounds of russet potatoes. Rinse them, peel them, cut them into fries. Now they go straight into a bowl of cold water. Let them sit. That soak pulls out the excess starch, and that's what gives you a fry that crisps up instead of going soft and sad in the oil. Once they've soaked, drain them and transfer them to a plate lined with paper towels. Get the surface moisture out. Wet potatoes in hot oil will splatter on you, and they'll steam instead of fry, and you'll end up with Yaroa de limp. Don't do that. Canola oil goes into the enameled cast iron skillet. Bring it up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and check it with your thermometer. This is not a guessing situation. Temperature is everything here. I'm doing the fries in 2 batches. Don't crowd the oil. When you crowd the oil, you drop the temperature and the fries steam instead of fry. And at that point, you might as well just boil a potato and call it a day. First batch goes in until they're golden brown and actually crispy. Pull them out, wait for the oil to come back up to temp, then drop the second batch. While the fries do their thing, the stainless steel skillet goes on for the beef. 1 pound of ground beef, 80-20. I want that fat because fat is where the flavor lives, and we are not making diet food. Brown it and break it apart as it cooks. Once it's browned, drain the excess fat. Important step. Now half a yellow onion, finely diced. Half a green bell pepper, diced. 2 cloves of garlic, minced. Everything in the pan cooks for about 4 minutes. Then this is where it becomes Dominican. 1 tablespoon of sofrito. The real stuff, not from a jar. 1 packet of sazón con culantro y achiote for that deep color and warmth. 1 teaspoon of adobo. 1 teaspoon of Dominican oregano. If you've never cooked with Dominican oregano, it is earthier and more aromatic than Italian oregano. Different plant, different world. And 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now you let this cook for 5 minutes and you leave it alone. You know what I've figured out after years in this kitchen? The best things happen in the quiet moments. The moments where you're not stirring, not adjusting, not second guessing, just trusting that what you put in is going to come out right. Cooking is patient like that. And honestly, so is everything worth doing. The meat has to be dry before it goes into the dish. If there's liquid in that pan, your fries go soggy the second you layer them and the whole thing falls apart. Cook it down until it's dark, fragrant, no moisture left. Now we build. Fries go in first as the base of the oven-safe dish. Then the meat goes over everything, spread it evenly so every single bite has beef in it. Then the cheese. I'm using 2 cups of a mozzarella and cheddar mix. Mozzarella for the stretch, cheddar for the flavor. This is exactly how the carritos in Santiago do it. And yes, 2 full cups. If that seems like a lot, then this channel might not be for you. Broiler on, dish goes under for 3 to 5 minutes. Do not walk away. The window between perfectly bubbling golden cheese and burnt is literally 30 seconds, and your Yaroa will not forgive you. Pull it out. Now, the move that makes it look like a real Dominican Yaroa. Thin your ketchup with 1 tablespoon of water. Real street food trick. It makes the ketchup drizzle smoothly in that zigzag instead of plopping out in a sad chunk. Then, take your ketchup and your mayo and drizzle them across the whole thing in zigzags. Don't be precious about it. This is street food. Make it look like it came from a carrito. Now eat it. Right now. Yaroa does not wait. The fries soften, the cheese hardens, the magic leaves. This is a right now meal, and it was designed that way on purpose. Head over to kelvinskitchen.com for the full Yaroa Dominicana recipe. I've got the Yaroa de papa version you just saw, and the Yaroa de plátano made with sweet mashed plantains, which is an entirely different and equally incredible experience. Link is in the description. Drop a comment if you've had Yaroa before and where you had it, and if you haven't, make this tonight.